On Wednesday, May 20th, an historic event occurred in the city of Atlantic City when Martin Luther King III visited the school named after his father, the Dr. Martin Luther King Uptown Complex. This event was sponsored by Sodexo School Services as part of a program to enlighten students and athletes on the importance of proper nutrition. During the visit, Dr. King's eldest son took a tour of the facility, recognizing the numerous exhibits depicting his father. Mr. King interacted with students in their classrooms, where some performed a special presentation on what they aspired to become.
All right, nice. Everyone, have a great day. Ready? You guys ready?
I am a boy who follows the rules.
I'm a princess.
I am mighty. I'm a serious guy.
I am a nice girl. I'm a funny girl.
I am a pretty girl.
I'm gorgeous.
I'm cool. I hear the waterfall speaking to me.
I hear my teacher.
I hear a car crash. I hear kids playing.
I hear my teacher yelling. I hear someone talking to me.
I hear foot tapping. I hear my mom laughing.
I hear the bells ringing in school.
I see the gorillas rapping.
I see my bus.
I see the car crash. I see LeBron James.
I see it. I see my grandma.
I see a cat up in a tree. I see my car.
I see my sister eating a beehive.
I wonder if I'm crazy.
I wonder about why.
I wonder if it's cool tomorrow. I wonder if I'm funny.
I wonder what my dog will invest in show. I wonder who will help me.
I wonder if he likes me. I wonder about Wonderland.
I wonder when we're going swimming again.
I want the world to bow to me.
I want my brother.
I want a bike. I want to be a singer.
I want to be a singer. I want to be a singer.
I want my sister.
Thank you. Mr. Crouch? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy to be at your school, and nice to see you all. Special honor to visit with you. How are you?
What do you say?
Thank you.
What grade? Okay, very good. Very good. What are you all studying?
Happily viewing the signs and pictures students made for him, Mr. King made his way to the Little Martin Luther King Theater for a question and answer session. Students wanted to know what it was like to be the son of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and what the King family did for fun.
And let me thank Mrs. Brown and all of each of you for allowing me to have had this opportunity to visit your school today. Now, it's a special honor for me, but it's always a special honor to come to a school that is named in honor of my father, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And so I want you all to do one thing for me, and then if we can have maybe 3 to 5 minutes of questions, I'll be glad to address your questions. But before we do that, I want every student, just the students, to stand up and repeat these words after me. Words.
Spread the word.
Have you heard?
Have you heard?
All across the nation.
All across the nation.
We
We
are going to be a great generation.
a great generation.
Now let's say it faster and louder each time. Spread the word.
Spread the word.
Have you heard?
Have you heard?
All across the nation.
All across the nation.
We are going to be
We're gonna be
a great generation.
a great generation.
One more time. Spread the word. Have you heard? All across the nation.
All across the nation.
We are going to be
We're gonna be
a great generation.
a great generation.
Give yourselves a hand and you may be seated. Now I think we have time for 3 questions. Yes, first question.
It was an honor. It was an honor to have. It was an honor to have you here, and that was a great person. He put the end to the black and white thing. And I want to say, if it never ever stopped, you won't be able probably to be here.
Montgomery, Alabama, after Miss Rosa Parks sat down on a bus. And one day you guys will learn about all of that history. Some of you may be exposed to a little bit of it already, but in time you'll learn about that history. And so I was born 2 years later, 1957. But right in the midst of when he was leading his great campaigns, and later on when public policy legislation was passed, such as the Civil Rights Act in 1964, which gave people of color citizenship, a Voting Rights Act in 1965, which gave us the legal right to vote, fair housing legislation in 1968. So certainly I was born during that time. And let me say, I know you just showed me your speech. I sure wish I could be here to hear that. That's a wonderful speech. Thank you for your question. Yes?
What was your dad like when you were a kid?
My father was really like our playmate in a real sense. We were all very young. When my father was killed, I was 10. My older sister, Yolanda, was 12. My younger brother, Dexter, was 7, and my younger sister was 5. So we only spent, I only was able to spend about 10 years of my life with him. But I did get to travel with him. We used to play football and baseball in our front yard. We used to go to the YMCA once a week, usually, where we would swim and he would get exercise. And it was just, it was always fun being with him because, Daddy was more of like our playmate. Mother was a disciplinarian. She was the one who kept us on the straight and narrow path. Yes. See him engaged in the work that he did. So when he was doing his speeches, yes, I was there on those few occasions. Not all the time, but sometimes. I also saw him preparing his speeches. Sometimes in the back of our home we had a study, and he would be working on his sermon. Go back here in the very back. Yes? You may know, or one day you'll know, that one of the greatest speeches that my father delivered was a speech entitled I Have a Dream in 1963, August 28th, where he shared his vision for our nation. And I'm carrying on that work today through the organization Realize the Dream, because some people may believe that everything is resolved. Okay, let me go to...
You still have some of your dad's belongings?
Do I still have some of my dad's belongings? Yes, we have a number of items, memorabilia, the Nobel Peace Prize that he received in 1964, one of the cars that he used to drive, some of his clothing, a number of things that he had. Yes, next to you. Yeah, stand up so I can hear you.
How close were you and your father?
I felt I was very close, but my dad was close to all of us. So
The elementary students really enjoyed their visit with Mr. King. However, the main purpose of his visit was to participate in Sodexo School Services' first Nutrition, Health, and Wellness seminar at Atlantic City High School.
And so I'm honored to be here today with Theo Ratliff, NBA ball player with the 76ers, along with Dr. Joel Wallach, who is the owner of a company called Longevity.